What's up, guys? Just got done watching UFC 150. My picks, I went 2-1, and the one I thought was I should have got right. But Yushin Okami got back on the board with a win, but I didn't predict that fight, so I'll get into the ones I did predict. Jake Shields versus Ed Herman went down pretty much like I thought it would. Shields got top control most of the fight. Challenged with submissions, a little bit of ground and pound, but what Shields is just really good at is control. He is in his last few fights, he just gets excellent, control. He gets on top of you, and he advances his position. He attempts submissions. His last few fights, he hasn't gotten a lot of submissions, but he does attempt them, and he does stay busy. And he did that this fight, just like I thought he would, and he pulled out the win. His first win at middleweight in the UFC. The next fight was Melvin Guillard versus Donald Cerrone. I thought Cerrone would win by submission. I think a lot of people did. That's Guillard's weakness. Guillard got an early knockdown, and then he had Cerrone in trouble, but Cerrone came back and ended up knocking him out. Caught him with a head kick, clipped him, and it dazed him, and then he finished him with a big right hand, I believe it was, and knocked him clean out. Big win for Cerrone. I think he's going to get Anthony Pettis next. That'll be a great fight, very exciting lightweight fight, and it's a big win for Cerrone. That was he survived an early onslaught. He almost got knocked out early. Came back, very impressive win. The title fight. This fight was not as exciting as the first fight. You could tell these guys had done their homework. They were prepared for each other. Two high-level guys, and their skills just negated each other. Henderson came in, I think, got the first round. He got a couple of leg kicks and knocked Frankie down. But I really thought Frankie won the next 4 rounds. Round 5 was close. I could see that kind of going either way, but I thought Frankie won it as well. Henderson, I think, kind of gassed. I think that thin air got to him, and he just didn't seem to have his same, the same bounce in his step, the same pop as he had in the first fight going forward. And, of course, he didn't land that big up kick like he did in the first fight either. Frankie, though, I thought he did very well counter-striking his movement. Henderson was going with those leg kicks to the calf, trying to take out Frankie's movement, but it failed because Frankie was moving good throughout the fight, and he was landing great counters to the head, counters to the body. He got a knockdown. He got 2, I believe, takedowns. And I really thought Edgar outworked him. I thought he should have got the win. Like I said, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of sources across the web. A lot of the MMA websites had it 4-1 Frankie. So as a fairly controversial decision, it was a very close fight, though. I say 4-1. All 4 of those rounds were extremely close. There's not a blowout. I won't go so far as to say it was a robbery, but I do feel the judges got it wrong. Henderson just didn't, like I said, he did not have it tonight. He just didn't seem to be all there, and I really think probably the thin air got to him. Even though he did train a little bit at altitude, it's hard to fight in that. It's hard to fight in that thin, high elevation air. But he's the champion. It looks like Nate Diaz is next in line, and that should be a very exciting fight as well. Nate Diaz is on a roll right now, and he could prove a lot of problems for Ben Henderson. He's long and lanky. He's got very good striking, especially with his body shots. Him and his brother Nick both have gotten very good with their body shots. And, of course, he is very dangerous in the submission game. He recently submitted Jim Miller, and I think that was the first time he's ever been finished. And so Hendo's got to watch out. That's a very dangerous fight. As for Frankie Edgar, man, the last title fight that he lost to Ben Henderson was very close. I really think he won this one. So whether or not he drops to 145 like most think, I really don't know at this point. He could go and win one more fight, and especially if Nate Diaz beats Ben Henderson, he would probably right back in line to fight for the title again, because that was very close loss, and like I said, I think he won. If he drops down, of course, he would probably get an immediate title shot at Jose Aldo, but I'm not sure that's where his heart is, and I think he would lose some of his edge if he moved down, because at 145, the other fighters are fast, just as fast as he is, most likely, and he would lose that advantage. That's one of his big keys in the lightweight division. He's so scrappy, and he's small, and he's fast, and his movement, just the other guys can't keep up with it, and at 145, I think they could. I'm fairly sure Jose Aldo's at least as fast as he is, and if Ben Henderson gave him problem with leg kicks, just imagine what Jose Aldo would do. I don't think that's a favorable matchup for him. So I think he should stick to lightweight and wait out Ben Henderson, Nate Diaz, and see who wins that fight, because that is definitely not something that Henderson should be a runaway favorite with. That should be a close fight. Let me know what you think, though. Was that fight? Who do you think won? Did you think Henderson won? Did he do enough to win, or did Frankie win? Leave a comment or a video response, and if you like these videos, please subscribe.